I got a special guest here tonight. We got the beautiful, the wonderful Christiana Hurt, owner, founder, and just all around badass female entrepreneur of Wealthy College Kid and the Boss Palace. You may have seen the Boss Palace or Wealthy College Kid fly up and down your timeline, and you can thank her for it. Great businesswoman. We're going to talk about e-com. We're going to talk about making money online because this is the time to do it. I've spoke a little bit about that on my station in the past few weeks because now while everyone's quarantined, why not? So this is your first time. Let me get to it. A shout out to everyone in the chat. Thanks for being here. Let me get to it before I bring up my guest. This is your first time being here. Hey, what's going on? This is Carla's Corner. Welcome to Tasty Tuesdays. I go live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Station Head. If you want to follow me and see what's going on, because I got I put out a few little fillers and I got some guests coming up from Bravo TV, and I think I got some other Love and Hip Hop folks coming through. So we're going to see what's going on. See what I have going on. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Carla's Corner and keep up. Basically. So I'm going to go ahead and get our guest up here, Christiana. Let's see here and make sure we give her some love, guys, because this is her first time on the Station Head platform. Christiana, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, we're good to go then.
Listen, I'm sitting here stumbling over your name as though I don't know it. I'm like,
So my name is pronounced Christiana.
Christiana, yeah, definitely. I know that, but for some reason I'm trying to do the most, and I'm stumbling around. So thank you for being here, guys. Make sure you hit the heart emoji right now for Christiana on Station Head with us. She is a wonderful e-com. You know what I called you? I called you the e-com guru. Okay. Expert in all these wonderful making money online platforms. I've had the pleasure to take a couple of your courses, and I've seen some advantages myself. So I've talked about you a bit on my station and other places. So I just thought it'd be a great opportunity to bring you on because you have a lot of knowledge for someone at your age. I mean,
thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
I definitely want to get into some conversations. So for those who don't know you, this is their first time hearing about you, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Christiana Hurt. Obviously, I founded Wealthy College Kid, which is an e-commerce educational platform that allows people to enroll to earn. You know, with the pandemic and society changing, a lot of us, are interested in trade schools, but overall, we're interested in learning a skill set that actually generates us income in a timely fashion. Timely fashion being able to pay your rent, 30 days max. A lot of us don't have 4 years anymore to get our together. A lot of us really just need to put a roof over our head or get ourselves out of debt with, a realistic expectation. So Wealthy College Kid allows people to enroll to earn based off of their goals, their income currently, and their current financial situation without, feeling like you're having to watch 30 hours of course material or enroll in $1,000 video courses. It allows you to control where you want to be and where you're going to be.
Definitely. And I can attest to that. I mentioned before that I've been fiddling around with doing this e-commerce business for quite a bit, probably since 2015, which I think you started around that time. I started in 2016 when I made the mistake of signing a lease. Okay, in 2016. And who influenced you, or what made you want to get into it at 2016? Was you introduced to it? Did you just stumble about?
The eviction notice on my door was enough motivation, honestly.
Yeah. So what was the first thing you came in contact? Did you do a Google research, go to a networking group? Like, let us know.
So I actually was, the situation I was in, who I signed the lease with, he was actually making money online. So Unfortunately, it was a really, really bad domestic violence situation. Although I was exposed to, the existence of making money online. So from there, I just Googled different things and got on Facebook and just looked up different names and things like that. And then just took it into my own hands.
Right. So when you was at the time starting doing your research and you started to learn a little bit, what was the first thing in e-com that grabbed your attention?
Selling other people's products, as well as just selling online. You know, the ability to drop ship, selling stuff that you don't own was the biggest learning curve for me because it allowed me to list things and make a profit up front.
Right. And I'm so glad you mentioned about dropship. I've talked about that a little bit, but for someone who's been in the game, explain to individuals who don't know what drop shipping is.
Drop shipping is when you allow somebody else to ship the product for you. You allow somebody else to basically come in contact. So you don't come in contact with the product at all. You don't have to spend your own money, obviously, because you are basically fronting yourself the money because you take a payment up front. So it allows you to use that money to not only purchase the product, but also have your profit.
Right. And what platforms or what methods can people drop ship on? Like, to let us know
Facebook
how you would set it up.
I sell on Facebook Marketplace. I have a course for that. Selling on eBay, selling on Craigslist, selling on your own website, selling on these apps. A lot of people don't realize, selling on apps can be so lucrative.
Now, when you say selling on apps, you mean an app like this or a particular type of app?
So an app that allows you to list products online, such as Letgo, such as OfferUp, things like that. Anything that allows you to list a product on it can be a huge upper hand compared to, trying to sell in front of your home or on your street corner, things like that. So you're allowing yourself to access millions of people as well as millions of sales because now there is no limit of the people you can contact and reach.
Right. And these platforms that you're speaking about, is there like a membership fee?
So no, you can actually list on Facebook Marketplace for 100% free. eBay as well. Letgo, I think it does charge you once you sell something, but most of these platforms allow you to list for 100% free.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely can attest to the eBay because that's one of the programs that I signed up for. As far also the Facebook Marketplace. I haven't really gotten into the Facebook Marketplace, but you've had some great reviews. But as far as the eBay, I've definitely gotten into the eBay, and within my 30 days, I made $5,000 in 30 days. Revenue.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I made $5,000 in 30 days. I started in July, and that's why I'm like, I wish you would have came across my screen like earlier in the day, because maybe I would be at the 7 figures like you. But you came at this part of my life, so I'm gonna figure it out. But I made $30,000, Lord. I made $5,000 in 30 days off of the trainings that you told us or taught us on eBay. And then my second month, my goal was $10,000. So a $10,000 for August. So I really appreciate that, and definitely zero free and things like that. Okay, so cool. So now you started in 2016, you gotten some interest, you found a niche or lane in e-commerce, right? At what point did you decide, yeah, I'm good at this, I want to teach others?
Obviously, friends and family start to ask questions, and I just, I know what it's like not to be able to pay my rent. I know what it's like to not feel like you have a way out. So Wealthy College Kid really came around 2018 when I felt like, I could really show people how to do this on a smaller scale. And then I was a part of a group led by somebody I just didn't like the way they were handling things. So I was like, you know what? I could start my own thing.
So Wealthy College Kid, just to make it clear, you don't have to be a college kid to be in Wealthy College Kid.
No, ma'am.
Right. Okay. You can be any age, but that's good. So at what point when you started your Wealthy College Kid did you know that, okay, I've struck gold?
You mean struggled? Like, what do you mean?
No, you strike gold with it. Like, this is profitable.
I started going really viral. Wealthy College Kid really just, my videos took off on Facebook. So it allowed me to really, have a really great platform and a good amount of people following me. So at that point, I just decided to make sure that those people are going to stay with me, and they just knew what I was about. So, I consistently was able to provide good content and be myself, because that's all I have always been, is myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And now you have over thousands of students. Like, how many students you have as of now enrolled in Wealthy College Kid?
40,000. And then I think Boss Palace is I think is at 75,000.
Yeah. So glad you brought up Boss Palace because I was about to segue. So we're on the same lane. So Wealthy College Kid is doing good. People are enrolling. You're seeing people having great results, having fabulous feedback. Now comes in Boss Palace. So at what point did you decide to start Boss Palace and why?
I didn't start it actually.
Okay.
So my best friend and partner, after I lost my son in 2018, I just didn't feel like myself, and I was lucky enough to have a great friend and business partner. So he actually approached me. He was like, "Hey, like, I met this girl. She's got a small brand selling vendors list. Like, I want to blow it up. Like, I need you to be a part of it." I was like, "All right, like, it's your best friend, so of course, you're like, all right, say less. Like, what do you need me to do?" So I just, became the face of it and really, really just helped take it off. We bring so much to the table as a collective group, and we've been able to flood the market. And a lot of people don't realize we have other brands that we're behind, and we pretty much saturate the market with ourselves. We have a skincare and hair care coming out this month. We have onesies and sleepwear and loungewear that we are behind. We have e-commerce education. We have vendors lists. Like, it is the same 3 people behind these brands, and we have been able to make so much more money peacefully and less stress because we're splitting up the workload. And I tell people all the time, it's better to have a slice of a watermelon than a whole grape. Of course, making 7 figures a year is cool, but 8 figures sounds a lot better, and you can do a lot more. So it's been
And you're on track to 8 figures?
I think we just passed it. Honestly, I would have to actually sit down and look, but I think we were about a little less than 2 million shy of 10 million for just one brand. So, and you have to remember, there's 4. We're trying to go for 5. In 2021, we want to do children's clothing, but for overall, we have 3 brands collectively. Yeah, 1, 2, 4. Yeah. So right.
You said a lot of things that I could segue anywhere, but I'm going to take a little bit of time. I want to hit the one important part because I hear you speak about this on your lives, and you definitely have a great content schedule. So kudos to that. I need to learn from you, or, hit me up with a blueprint like I need help. Okay. But you have a great content schedule where people are expected to see you at certain times of the week. Okay. And so one of the things I hear you talk about, and I hear other experts talk about, because I follow some other experts, when you mention blowing up your brand, right? And to me, that really just goes into the marketing, the branding, the whole bit. Can you please elaborate about how that is essential and important in your business, especially if you're a new owner?
It's really important to treat this like a job in the beginning, have a set schedule. Whether it's for your content, your lives, or YouTube, just have a set schedule so people can expect and people can trust you. Because if we can't trust you, to even post on time, how can we trust to purchase with you? Or that you're going to ship your products, And the biggest thing that sets me apart is accessibility. A lot of these brands don't have somebody you can access 5 days a week. We really pride ourselves in everything that we build with customer service. We have pristine customer service at all hours of the night, 7 days a week, versus through so many different sales channels. So people are really able to contact us at any time and really get, we're refund friendly. We make sure things are instantly delivered or shipped within 3 days.
Definitely.
And that plays a huge part.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought up customer service, because I was actually having a conversation about that with someone a couple of days ago of my level of experience just going to the post office. And my gripe was, I don't understand, and this doesn't mean not one thing or nothing, but this was my experience, right? I was talking to one of my business partners, and I said, I don't understand how the businesses in the urban communities have less attention in customer service versus going out to the suburban areas. And I was a little bit perturbed by that because there was some internal issues, shut down, blah, blah, blah. And I was only there to pick up a package. However, they insisted that I wait an hour and a half until the doors were open for me to pick up the package, right? However, when the management came, they were a little bit annoyed and was like, why are you making these people wait? And they're just picking up packages. It's empty in here. You guys are not doing nothing. So can you really give maybe some tips on how businesses is, whether you're a solopreneur or you have a real business, on how to have exceptional customer service?
Honestly, just hire accordingly. I don't believe in phone support. I think people need to know that. I do not believe in phone support. You know why? Because phones allow us to hear emotion. And as a business does not have an emotional attachment to you. It remains open regardless of how we all feel. It runs. So I feel like, phone support it just allows people to show their emotion, and people can interpret that a million different ways, which is not good for a business, especially dealing with people and money, or dealing with shipping or sizing, clothing not fitting. You don't want somebody to feel insecure because they're like, this doesn't fit me, and you're like, well, sucks. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want somebody to hear that. So I believe in, email, DMs, everything else but phone support. I just don't think as a business owner, phone support is a good idea to have. It just allows too many things to be misinterpreted.
I love that. No one has ever said that, what you just said. Actually, I've never heard of, with all the different webinars and seminars and things I've tapped into, no one has ever said phone support is really a negative in a business. So I definitely appreciate that.
I just personally don't believe in it. Like, I just hear it because I know what it's like to catch attitude. You know what I mean? Like, I know what it's when you just like, you may have worked 12 hours. You may have had a rough day. Somebody may have, upset you earlier, and you can hear that type of stuff. So I just believe in not having phone support for that very reason.
Sometimes people can misinterpret messages and things like that, like texts and things like that, but...
Exactly. But, it's black and white. If I say thank you and, here's your order, you can't really argue with that. It just says it. Like, how you read it is how you read it. But if it says, thank you for your service, that's what it is.
Right. I want to move on to the marketing aspect, and I'm going to put marketing and advertising in the same bundle, because there's a lot of business owners that still do not understand the importance of marketing their business, right? I think you have that figured out to a T. Can you explain the importance of how marketing and advertising fits into a business?
It's really important to have what I call omnipresence presence. So, if you're becoming a household name, you really just want to make people feel like they see you everywhere. How you do that can be done through social media. It could be done through phones. It could be done through anything, but you want to make somebody feel like they're everywhere. Because if you see something repetitively, you're going to trust it. You're going to feel like, well, everybody's doing it. So by creating that omnipresence presence, we're creating also that level of trust in, your favorite, influencers, or maybe, just favorite book, or just you're always on Facebook. And now every time you get on Facebook, you see this, like, it's a lot easier to purchase from when you keep seeing it.
Yeah, definitely. There's a guy that I follow, and he's a marketer. His name is Vince Reed. I think his name, Vince Reed. I really like.
I saw him spoke. I met him.
He's really nice. And he's also super cute, but they ain't no here nor there. But he's very knowledgeable about the business. I really love his story about how he went from pro football to being this big marketing guru. So yeah, he's wonderful. Advertising, right? I was watching a live yesterday, and a gentleman was saying that some businesses are talking about advertising, and he ain't even got a business the first. So can you give us a little information on when advertising should be implemented into your business plan?
Honestly, I think in the first 30 days, like once you have your website and your product, your inventory, or you know what you're doing, I think you should immediately advertise.
Okay, sounds good. No, definitely. I want to move a little bit forward because we talked about your journey with Wealthy College Kid, and then comes Boss Palace, right? You explained to us how Boss Palace came about. Now you've gotten in this business venture with Boss Palace, and now every day we see it up and down our feed, in our Google tagline, on Gmail. It's like everywhere we turn, Boss Palace is there. What was the whole idea on how you guys was going to scale Boss Palace? Because I see you guys using a lot of influencers, from the Aries to the Alexis Guys to the, I think, Tommy from Love and Hip Hop. Like, tell me.
Yeah, so originally that's always been the plan for any of our brands, but we had, people forget the business side of these things. And, we had a lot of technical issues, whether it's processing or websites, just, technical stuff. So we never got the opportunity to really take off that way. Now, when we finally did get everything worked out and everything smooth on the back end, we were able to put that money into influencing like we always have wanted. So now when we launch a brand, you know, back, me and my partner and my best friend, back in the day, we would start a brand off $5,000. Now we start brands off with $20,000 each. Wow. Each. So we'll go in the hole about, 40, 60 grand in the very beginning, because we know what we're investing in. We can get it out. We can do that now, so 2-3 years ago, we weren't able to start brands off that way because we didn't have the backside done correctly to be able to really afford, to be honest, that type of funding behind ourselves. We're always scared because it's like, damn, like, is this going to really go all the way through the way we want it to? Because if the check doesn't clear, you can't really invest.
That's right. And now a lot of people are trying to get into influencer marketing, right? I've worked on the back end as far as working with promotional companies, booking some of these girls for different things and stuff like that. Can you talk about how one should go about influencer marketing and or if it's the best fit for their business?
You have to look at the person's page, their platform, what other products are they promoting. You don't want to go ask somebody to promote your skincare company if they're promoting 10 other skincare companies. Like, it's not going to work. When it comes to influencer marketing, you really just have to see what else, they're promoting, what else they're doing, and see if your product is a good fit for their audience. Are they promoting anything like it? Is their audience even this type of audience? Are you promoting a product that's for females? Are you promoting a product for men? Things like that.
Right. I'm sitting here listening to you talk, and I'm sitting here thinking, have I seen a business like you guys that really, sell the vendor packages?
No.
I don't believe so. But since I've, you know how Instagram and Facebook does. Once you start showing engagement or whatever on someone's post, then you start seeing a lot of other folks.
Of course, digital, and people copy. There's a tons of people that teach e-commerce. There's nothing like Wealthy College Kid, though. I've been fortunate enough to be nominated for Forbes 30 Under 30, and one of the first emails I got was, "There's nothing like you," because there really isn't. There is nobody. When we think of like looking up to somebody, we kind of model them. In a sense, like we'll copy or we'll take inspirational from or whatever the case. I don't have that. And I stress that to my team. Like, when we make stuff up, we're making it up off the dome. We do not have a single person that we can go on Google right now that is similar to what Wealthy College Kid is. There's no platforms out there like that just teach e-commerce education. There's people that sell courses as themselves, Billy Bob or whatever the case, but there's nobody with a educational platform set up like a technical school.
It definitely is. I mean, you have your teachables and stuff like that, but I understand what
Which
you're
is
saying.
a platform for us to sell courses on.
Yes,
or we have Udemy.
Definitely.
It's a platform, and you can learn anything from coding to website design to learning how to sew. But when it comes to digital income education, you pretty much stand alone.
Definitely. I want to stay right here. Digital income education, right? I said at the top of the interview that we was going to talk about e-commerce and making money online and why now is the time. Explain why someone should get into an online business.
So obviously it's no secret that brick and mortar is, slowly going out of style, with people's fear being a part of it, people not wanting to leave their homes, people wanting to shop more for convenience. It's getting a lot easier to sell from the comfort of your own home as well as make money from the comfort of your own home. Whether you do customer service or you make planners or you make wax models, all of this can now be done from the comfort of your own home.
Right. And what are some leading businesses that people are getting to online?
Definitely, obviously, e-commerce, customer service, content creation, social media management. People don't even want to post for themselves anymore. Things like that.
Right. What was I going to say? So you basically found you a niche, right? And there's that saying, there's riches in the niches, right? Why do you think that phrase is so important today?
Just because, we can all be on the same road as long as we know our lanes.
Definitely. Yeah. Because, like they say, if you don't have your niche, if you're selling to everybody, you're not selling to anyone. So I definitely agree with you there. So back to the Boss Palace. Okay, so now you guys kind of figured out your wave and you figured out everything that's going on. When you start picking your influencers that you wanted to start marketing, what was the thought process? Like, why did you pick an Ari or an Alexa Sky? Because and let me add this part. Yes, I would like to know your process as why you would pick those two, because it's no secret those two have beef between one another. So if you know that someone has beef between one another, what was your thought process in regards to bringing them within your business?
This is a business. What they do in their personal lives has nothing to do with me or any of my brands. The girls have a great influence over, today's youth and today's teens, and that is our future. Those are our buyers. So we don't worry about or think about anything going on between personal relations.
Right. All right, cool. Now that Boss Palace is now doing its thing, you say you guys have now developed other businesses. One business that it's out there that it looks like it's starting to pick up some steam is your sleepwear business called Sleep World. Talk to me about Sleep World. How that come about?
It's a loungewear and nightwear, things like that. It's just a clothing brand, a women-based clothing brand.
Why go into sleepwear?
Because we were able to see how many people purchased and started and made money selling onesies with Boss Palace, that we felt like it was a great branch off.
Oh, really? Okay, so basically sleepwear is trending.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay, good. And with Sleep World, you're not only selling, I guess whoever individual clients or customers, but you also do wholesale?
Yes, we do sell wholesale. Why
did you guys want to add those components?
We just see the demand for it. And when you see a demand, you can create a supply.
Definitely. Okay. I want to talk to you about some of your success. So now, because you have all these businesses, you say you have a skincare business. I know there's still some businesses that are still in the work. You have now surpassed, I'm pretty sure you surpassed your goal. I'm pretty sure you have other higher goals, but you surpassed goals that other people still are trying to achieve, right? Now that you guys are 7-8 figure earners, you guys now have accessibility to kind of buy and do whatever you want. What are the positives and the negatives of really being, I guess you could say, financially stable and have your freedom?
Honestly, I actually haven't really changed my life. I have changed my lifestyle, but not to the degree where it's very obvious I'm making a certain level of money, if that makes sense. So, it's actually funny you say that. So the three of us, our birthdays, my business partner, the boy, his birthday just passed. And he grabbed a Lamborghini truck, and then his girlfriend and my friend grabbed him an AP, and then her birthday. So we're kind of actually just now like going through our birthdays and really kind of like utilizing the fruits of our labor, if that makes sense, in order. Because one of the biggest things that we strive on and stand on is that we invest into our business first. That we're not going to rush out and purchase big things or do anything crazy beforehand. So right now is really the first time and the beginning stages of us really changing our lifestyle.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, because you see a lot of young business owners, and you guys are between the ages of 25 and 30, I would assume, right?
Correct. We're all between 25 and 30.
25 and 30. And so what we're seeing today in TV, whether it be hip hop, music, TV, whatever it is, we're seeing a lot of people being flashy, showing their money, wealth, and doing a lot of things. So I wanted to ask that question because I'm not going to sit here like I haven't purchased some crazy things. I just don't put it on the internet as fast. Well, I'm glad you said that. Yeah.
Everything has a time and a place, and I just feel like in the difference between me and my partner is I'm in the front line, and I get a lot of overwhelming internet response, from dating or anything that I do, and I'm growing very, very quickly. So when I post something like that, there's no coming back. So
no, definitely no. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. No, I'm glad you said that because especially with the pandemic and things like that going on, it's starting to get a little crazy outside.
Yeah,
So,
and my safety of myself and my family is first. Now, I'm not going to say that I haven't made some really reckless purchases, and they will be on the internet between now and November 8th, which is when I turn 26. But we take it in strides and we make those decisions, gradually. Nothing's impulsive ever.
how do you deal with family members or people that may be trying to be around you to use you? How are you dealing with that?
I'm not social at all, actually.
Okay.
So I don't really end up around too many people like that. Gratefully enough, I'm not really social. And my family, I'm only really, really like close or talk to on a daily is my intermediate family, and nobody in my intermediate family has a job anymore. My mom,
Because you retired everybody?
my mom bakes pies and like sells pies and like does stuff from home, and then my dad pretty much manages like stuff for me and does things for me. He does work, but it's not to the degree of like what he used to work. He just kind of like works periodically, if that makes sense. And then my sister sells swimsuits.
So everyone really has their freedom lifestyle the way they want to do it.
Yeah.
I love it. Dating. What about dating? Are you cautious about dating? Are you open because you're a young entrepreneur really getting to it? Are you cautious and wary about the individuals you bring into your life?
Dating, fortunately enough, I dated somebody in high school. Now we broke off because he dropped out of high school to become a rapper. Fortunately enough, he is a successful rapper today. We still are extremely, extremely close. So
do you want to shout him out? This is a music app. We can play his music.
He is like my best friend. He's one of the most genuine people, and he is one of the people that saw light in me when I did not see it in myself. I can really stand on that. So to this day, we're like best friends. I'll go ahead and give him a shout out. Tyler Yahweh. So make sure you guys stream his new music, Starting on You, featuring The Baby, which actually came out in the last month.
Nice. Shout out to him. Well, thank you, sir, for encouraging Christiana. Okay. Tell me more about your dating and how you navigating that.
I mean, for the most part, the only types of people that try to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, try to pursue me are normally people that are equal. Now, I have always had, my dubs of the world or my just bad situations. But honestly, for the last 2 years, it's been pretty laid back.
Pretty chill. Yeah. Right now, are you living the single life, or are we talking to someone, or what you doing? Or are you just minding your business?
Right now, my main focus is Forbes 30 Under 30 and taking every single brand to 7 figures. Because, I'm at an age where if I do date, I gamble to get pregnant. So right now, I'm just taking time to stay by myself and stay focused. Because I do know if I date, I run the risk of getting pregnant. And right now is just not a time that I would like to be pregnant. Now, next year or the following year, that is totally on the table. But right now, in 2020, my business is doing so well, and I'm doing so great to be able to help so many people as well as my family. So for me right now, it is important that I stay focused, and I have a really bad habit of getting distracted in a relationship. So I tend to just stay to myself and, just have really great friendships.
Nice. We definitely can't end a conversation without talking about this Forbes 30 Under 30. How did this come about? Because Forbes is big.
So they opened up a nomination, and I posted on my social media, and then I got an email. So that was pretty much it. There still is obviously one more judging panel, but I have made it past the first round of nominations, and I'm so grateful just for that alone. But I do feel confident that I stand alone and I bring something to the table and bring something to Forbes that they've never seen before.
How did you even hear about this? Did they come to you, or did someone was like, this is a good opportunity?
Yeah, my circle's pretty tight with people that make, 7 and 8 figures. So they posted like, hey, Forbes is looking for people, I think you should do it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Nice. Because you had a nice write-up in Yahoo Finance. That was a couple of months ago. That was wonderful. How did you feel when you got that?
Good.
Because Yahoo Finance is big.
I to be alongside some big names like that was such a blessing by itself. To have my name in the same sentences as names like that just shows me where I'm going. And if I stay consistent and stay positive, I can really make an impact on the world and be a household name.
Yeah, definitely. As we kind of come to the conclusion of this conversation, right? You said about making a name and things like that. What else is on the horizon for Christiana Hurt?
Wealthy College Kid app will be out in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We just submitted it to the App Store, so that's going to be really, really dope, as well as my digital planner. But honestly, just seeing like more new stuff and better products, great quality content, and continuing to help and show people that it's possible,
Definitely. I definitely want you to shout out some of the programs and services that you offer, especially if someone is now thinking about getting a business online.
You can definitely enroll in my eBay class, which is just $47. A lot of people make a couple $1,000s off of it. As well as my Facebook Marketplace, same thing. People consistently make, anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a month in the first 60 days, which makes it so easy to believe in yourself and believe that it is possible once you actually see money. So you guys can always grab any of those courses at wealthycollegekid.com, or even just, shoot us a DM if you have questions, if it's right for you on Wealthy College Kid. Just always reach out. We're always accessible. We always respond. And I'm always dropping a lot of free content on my podcast, on YouTube. So I try to make it as easy as possible for at least people to understand what they're getting themselves into.
Right. Definitely don't want to leave out, you have the Shopify, because you talk about Shopify a lot, and a lot of people talk about Shopify.
Yeah, a lot of people do talk about Shopify, but Shopify is extremely difficult for a lot of new people if they don't have, income or know what they want to sell or things like that. So it's really important to understand with that, that you want to have, a good amount of money to do advertising, to do influencers. So I always tell people to start off small, make your money, build up capital, and then, you can build a website, you can build a brand out, and then you can do it the right way without the stress of penny counting.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. And then for those who may be a little bit more experienced, I know you talk about your Walmart service. Is that still going, or is it closed?
Yes. So we have the Walmart service up until October 1st. So that's when we run basically an Amazon or a Walmart automation store. We pick all the products, fulfill all the products, do all the customer service for you. It's a 60-40 split. And you have a passive guaranteed income stream that pays you every 2 weeks.
Yeah. I hear a lot of the some of the white kids, they really talk about automation and things like that. I'm really glad that a lot of the black kids and different individuals are getting into that sector of e-com, learning how to automate and really figuring it out and making a way for themselves, because it is possible. You're absolutely right about that. If for folks who want to follow you, who want to sign up for your course, or who may just want to say, hey, where can they follow you?
You can find me on Instagram at Wealthy College Kid. You can find me on YouTube, Wealthy College Kid. You can pretty much just Google Wealthy College Kid and I come right up. If you want to talk to me personally, you can grab my personal page, Christiana Hurt. If it's too hard to spell, just go to Wealthy College Kid and you'll find me pretty quick.
And then, of course, anyone that has a business boutique or something, they definitely can go to Boss Palace too.
Yes, if you're looking for any vendors list, you can use code WCK50 for 50% off anything at the Boss Palace.
Definitely. And we definitely can't forget about Boss Palace Men, Christiana.
We're actually about to combine it back to just make it Boss
Palace. Really?
Yeah, it's just, I didn't like the idea from the beginning. It could just be under one umbrella, personal opinion. So actually that's coming into the light October 1st.
Okay. Well, before we let you go, you done mentioned the young man's name, so we got to play his music for you.
Of course.
Let's see here. Okay, he got a couple songs here. Tommy Lee with Post Malone. Oh, you said The Baby.
Yeah, he just released Tommy Lee, and he also released Stuntin' on You with The Baby.
Let's go ahead and play The Baby. Okay, hold on. Let's hear what this young man's about. Okay, is this him?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Tyler with Baby. All right, cool. Christiana, thank you so much for being here. Y'all hit the heart emoji for Christiana for the one time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wish I had, sound effects, but I don't. I don't. So I got to use my little, made up ones. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you online.
Thank you for having me. Have a good one.
You too. Bye. All right. That's my show. Thank you to Christiana Hurt, owner of Wealthy College Kid, for coming through, dropping those gems on us about how to make money online, where you can go to do that, and how easy it is once you understand the steps to do so. Okay, like she said, make sure you tap that plus button and add this song to your playlist. It's Tyler Yiwa or Yawa. I probably said it wrong. Sorry. Stun on You featuring The Baby. Definitely add his song to your playlist, and make sure you definitely follow me and be back with me next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to find out who else I'm talking to and what else I'm up to. Okay, if you want to be in the know, you got to follow me on Instagram at I am Carlotta's Corner to see what's going on. Okay, we're gonna listen to the rest of the song before we get out of here, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
Need that rolling, want me to buy, huh? Take it